happening, people? What's good, gang? Happy New Year to everyone. What's good? It's been a while. Man, I've missed doing a stream. What's good? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world, man. What is happening? Yeah, what's happening, people? Yes, I did get corona. What a beast. What a beast of a thing, man. But it's all good, guys. It's all good. We still have it, which is why I've come on a bit earlier tonight. It's just one of those mad things. It's intermittent. It comes, it shows its presence, then it goes, and then it comes. But I had to do a stream tonight, man. Got to get back into the swing of things. But you know how it is. What's happening? Mad love and respect to everyone. Crypto Magpie, what's good, man? Sack Trades, it's been a while. PC Shed, what's happening, my friend? Who we got? Recovering Moon Boy, what's happening? Viola, what's good? Greg, Bella B, man, I missed you guys. I haven't missed you guys. I've missed addressing every single one of you people. Private channel, thank you very much, bro. You know, Ryan, you know how it is. Yeah, I know. I know. Mini Market Maker, she's obtained it as well, so it's just crazy, man. It's a beast, but you know how it is, guys. You know how it is. But yeah, man, I've come on a bit sooner tonight just so we can just welcome the new year, put everything to bed, and get you guys prepared for the start of 2022. All right? Yeah, the vaping is going pretty hard as well, to be fair. I've stopped, and I don't have the urge to do it anymore. It's one of those things. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Good to see all of you, man. Good to see all of you. Wicked, wicked. Mad love, Sack Trades. All right, then. So let's roll with it, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to the channel, mad love and respect. If you haven't passed through before, haven't streamed for a little while because of, you know what it is. And tonight we're just going to break it down and try and work out exactly what's going on with Bitcoin. I haven't been on YouTube as such, so I don't know what people are saying about Bitcoin. Trying to steer people in the wrong direction, hyping them up. But tonight we should know exactly where we are with Bitcoin. So let's roll with the flavor, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Look at that. You like that transition? Mike, you'll be proud of me. Okay then, cool. So, Happy New Year to the Pattern King. I'm humbled. Thank you very much, D-Sol. You know, I'm a market maker. Do you have any questions for me? You'd already know the answers, bro, if you're a market maker. All right, then. Let's roll with it, ladies and gentlemen. So what's been going on with Bitcoin? The question is really, how eager have you guys been to trade? That's the thing. You know, people have been trying to trade during this chaos, man. Just look what's going on. How are you making sense of these ranges? This is the 1 hour time frame, gents and ladies. There's nothing happening in this range. Why? Because money's just gone. It's just paused. It's not doing anything. All right? Now, if we actually just take it from the top, all right? Let's look at the monthly candles and understand where we are right now, because this is the monthly chart of Bitcoin. Now, every time I talk about this chart, ladies and gentlemen, people get a little bit scared. They get concerned on the concept, yeah, that price is going to recover the green vector candles. And we can see that we've got green vector candles in this range right here, which sits at the 25,700 zone, all the way down towards the 13,330. Does that mean Bitcoin's going to go there? Well, look, let's put it like this, ladies and gentlemen. Bitcoin hasn't tested its 50 EMA on the monthly time frame for a long time. It has gone nowhere near it. The last time it did it was, what? Back in May. Okay? Last year. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Because naturally we would expect price to come and test the 50. They tested the 50 here, tested the 50 here, and they shifted away from the range. Now you can see all of these candlesticks right here are just people taking on the idea of Bitcoin, adoption, you know, making it legal tender. You got the president of El Salvador talking about, you know, more countries are going to make Bitcoin as legal tender, just throwing out information to entice people to get involved in Bitcoin. We have this thing about Saylor, you know, every time Saylor declares that he's buying Bitcoin, Bitcoin drops. Okay. But what you really want to ask yourself is, does it drop because he declared that? Okay. Or does it drop because it's already been factored? Has the fact that he's already been factored in with the price? You know, it's one of those things that you need to be aware of. Why do we need to know he's buying more? Why should it be put out there? Because naturally, if he's buying more, what price naturally would rise? Because if you've got someone that's buying so much of it, all right, that means it's endorsement. That means people he's showing much more of an interest. All right. That should encourage more people to buy it, but price seems to drop on that basis. You don't think Michael Saylor just goes and buys 1,500 Bitcoin in one shot? No way. He's doing it slowly. He's doing it whilst price is dropping. That's why every time he declares it, price is at a lows, because he's been influencing it to move down. Not him, but the market has been moving down in his favor as such. You know? So, yeah, Saylor buys when others sell. Perhaps, potentially, Richard, that's possibly it. But you've got to remember, 1,500 Bitcoin. When Saylor buys 1,500 Bitcoin, that's not really that much Bitcoin when you look at the bigger things. Okay? That's not much Bitcoin. To the average Joe, that is a lot of Bitcoin. But to the marketplace, it's nothing. You know, you have the book map, where you've got hundreds of Bitcoin being brought every single second. 1,500 doesn't mean nothing. It's a lot because he's buying it and he's declaring that he's buying a lot of it. And people are like, whoa, he's buying 1,500 Bitcoin. Attention, attention. It don't mean nothing, man. It's just another transaction in the market. It will get swallowed up, you know, instantaneously. That's the thing you've got to be aware of. All right. Looking at Bitcoin's price action. All right, you can see since that 800 EMA rejection, okay, Bitcoin has done a good job of staying in this range. But quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, all because of what's been going on over the Christmas period, the New Year period as well, we're waiting for them to get back into the swing of things. So over the next few days, I would say at the start of the second week of January, that is when we're going to start seeing things pick up. All right, these explosive moves that you see by Bitcoin, like earlier on, look. You can see it. Spike up, down, spike up, down. Clean rejection again off the 200 EMA. In order for us to make sense of what's going on with Bitcoin, we need to go back to the beginning again. And you always have to go back to the beginning. Pull off the key whole numbers and the half numbers. Where we at with price? What are they doing? You know, you've got the 48K zone right there. Let's change that up. Mark it off. This is a practice that everyone should be doing. 48K right there. Give me another number. Let's mark off and do the 47,000. 1, 2, 3. There you go. There's the 47,000 zone. And let's mark off one more, the 47,000 and a half range as well, just so that we can put things into perspective. No, maybe not that much. 47,500. There you go. And there we are. So here you go. The key three numbers in where price is ranged off at right now. You can see 48, 47 and a half, and 47. Profile. What are they doing right now in this area? Are they building shorts or are they building longs? We need to ask ourselves, where are we seeing more impressionable candlesticks? Are they appearing above or are they appearing below? Because quite frankly, when you look at things, you can see that you've got 1, 2, 3 hits to the low. Okay? And they're happening on vector wicks, candle wicks right here, which are just being revisited again. All right? They've moved price all the way back up. We've got this big wicked out behavior right here. Green candle, red candle formation, drop. And they're just holding in this range. Now, businesses go back to usual routine tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. All right? It's the start of the, what is it? It's Monday. Okay? Monday's always going to be a false move. I advise you guys, okay? Stay away from trading at least until the start of next week. People ain't back from their holidays yet. People, I'm talking like market maker players, not market makers, but I'm talking about institutional traders and whatnot, right? People have still got their holidays. People have gone for long breaks. That's what happens this time of year. Go look in Forex. It's the same story in Forex. Just look at dollar yen. Dollar yen's just been stuck up here doing nothing. Look at gold. Where's gold at? Here you go. Gold is like, well, the last time gold traded, it was moving higher. And it's bizarre, isn't it? Gold's moving up. Dollar yen's moving up. Bitcoin pulling back. Like, are we going to see any disparity between the three? What's this? Get richer. The bank holiday again tomorrow. Again. How many bank holidays are we having, man? To be frank with you, ladies and gentlemen, I have lost track of time. I just wake up and I just try and fight out this madness that's going on. I'm telling you, it's like anyone that's had it is fair play to you, man. But it's a beastly thing, But how has everybody been? How's everyone been? Like, how have you been making sense of this behavior, ladies and gentlemen? I've seen a lot of guys saying that they committed to not trading and they are thankful that they did just that. Don't get me wrong. There are many instances that you could exploit in the charts, ladies and gentlemen, especially for Bitcoin. There are many instances, but that's all depending on how seasoned of a trader you are. But the bigger question that is going through everyone's mind is this. Is Bitcoin going to go up or down? That is the $100 million question. You see, the problem with that question is, what are you making it in reference to? Is it going to go up or down on the 1 minute time frame, the 5 minute, the 2 hour, the 3 hour, the daily, the monthly? What time frame are you basing that on? Which is where you need to make the distinction and say to yourself, okay, do I think Bitcoin's going to go up in the near, 3-4 hours? Is it going to go up in the near week? 2 days? That's what it is. Just see what you're saying here. Took a nice one from Luna. Valek, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. I'm just getting by. Why are people yelling? Oh man, look, how many people that are in this stream right now are completely new to trading? How many people are new to trading? I really want to know. No, market maker's going to keep doing the same until there's a catalyst. That's true. That's true. Bitcoin January and February. All right. How many people are brand new to the game? Wing Commander, how you doing, man? You're Wing Commander, come on, bro. G-Unit, 6 months, new. Okay, cool. All right, listen. For anybody new to the channel, this is the story, okay? The story is this, ladies and gentlemen, all right? I'm going to tell you to do something that's going to be counterintuitive, but if you want to be part of the Moon Boy gang, okay, be my guest. But you're going to be the person that provides the liquidity for the guys in this stream, okay? Forget price. You don't need to worry about what Bitcoin is going to be. If it's going to be 51, 55, 52, 12, 16, price is not your concern. It's what it does around it is what you're interested in. So important. Many streams we have spoken about Bitcoin's behavior at key notable areas. Okay? Everyone calling for 100k up here. Well, we don't see that 100k anymore. Everyone was calling 100k over here. Didn't see it. Everyone was calling 100k. Didn't see it. Nothing. This was probably the only channel that was favoring lower prices. I got called a perma bear, but there was a reason for it. They needed to move it down lower because we've had a nice little run up. They needed to bring it back into the fray. Okay? Now, what we need to wait for is this range right here that you can see with Bitcoin has done very well to hold, but that's because there's not been much liquidity. So that doesn't mean it's valid as support. Okay? Again, I will still stand to my conviction until Bitcoin can break above the 800 EMA on the 1 hour time frame, which is the 200 EMA on the 4 hour time frame. Then we can start looking at things to the upside. Till then, I'm only favoring lower prices. Now, the big question is what's the story with the wick? Because we've made an attempt down towards it here, then here. And then we tried a little bit more, but we couldn't break beyond the previous low. So that was happy days, which gave us that big run up to the upside. And then we've got ourselves this range right here, which has actually ended up higher than what this range is right here. So then if we look at the little cycle that we've got right here, you can see M formation right there. Price drops down and by principle forms a level 1. Okay? So we, by principle, expect if Bitcoin is in line with a cyclical move to the downside, we should expect another move to the downside to take on the previous wick in this range. By principle, I would anticipate that if they do stick with this cyclical move, Bitcoin will retrace back up, come up to form a level 2, and then come back down again and form a level 3 peak formation in this area, which would successfully recover all of the wick, which is the imbalance in the chart. Okay? That's what I'm expecting based on the way they're moving price right now. Okay? But at any moment, ladies and gentlemen, things can change. The faster they move up towards the 800 EMA, the more likely it's going to be a fake move. We've demonstrated that right here. Okay? See these two pushes. 1, retrace. 2, came up to it, pulled back again, FTD, straight there, drop. Okay? That's the story with it. Okay? If Bitcoin does follow this cyclical move, there's a good chance that we could end up at the 40k range, which would sit roughly at the wick. That would be the most absolute bottom that I believe that interest would be triggered across the board. Okay, because they've been holding this range too long. And when you're looking at the way they're moving price right here, ladies and gentlemen, you can see it bright as day. Why are we seeing big pushes to the upside and then price comes away from those ranges? Pushes up again, coming away, push up, coming away. They're marking up the shorts. Because the retail trader, the moon boy, he will always favor Bitcoin to the moon. Okay? Whatever elements are affecting price, it doesn't matter because that's not what your job is. As traders, you are there to exploit. Move from one point to the next. Forget the politics. Forget anything else. All you care about is momentum and the flow of money within the candlesticks. That's all you care about. Because that's the only thing that you have. Remember, the candlesticks are the result of the market maker's behavior. So the idea is to understand what have they been doing in order to understand what they're likely to do next. They can't hide their presence. But to the trained eye, you're going to understand how to exploit it. For example, go back and watch the very last stream that I did when we were talking about these 2 hits to the 800 EMA. Everyone was bullish. But market makers were preparing for a markdown phase. Okay? Those are the 2 phases that you need to be cautious of, ladies and gentlemen. Mark up and mark down. See, in my book, I don't think about being bullish or bearish. I think about, is the market maker going to be marking up price? So this is a markup phase. So when price is rising, the market maker is marking up price. Okay, so he's obviously built his positions on previous moves and he's marked up his profit. Likewise, on the way down, he's in the markdown phase where he's realizing returns on his previous positions and he's now building new positions. Those are the 2 factors. Mark up and mark down don't factor in emotion. Bullish and bearish do. So be careful when someone says that the market is bullish or the market is bearish. They are emotional triggers. They are what people use as indicators to determine as to whether or not they make an investment in Bitcoin. That's why people lose in this game. Are we cool with that? Are we cool with that? Listen, look, listen to this, right? Okay, this guy could take over a small country. Hey man, I'm practicing, bro. I'm practicing. I've got my eye on El Salvador. You know? You know how it is. How to find psychological price levels. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the psychological levels, okay, are going to be revealed later on tonight, guys. 10 p.m. All right, I'll be making a community post tonight at 10 p.m. in YouTube where I will reveal the psychological levels for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP and BNB. All right, and then make your way over to the Discord after the stream so we can have a conversation there. And if you guys got questions, then you can just fire them and see if I can get them answered and whatnot. Okay. So is Sailor going bankrupt? No. Listen. The person that's in a position to buy 1,500 Bitcoin doesn't really have the concern of going bankrupt if he's buying 1,500 Bitcoin. That's not a concern. All right. There's always a backup plan. There's always a hedge. They've always got themselves covered. All right. To just boldly buy one asset, there's something happening. All right. So that's Bitcoin for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at our lady Ethereum for my Ether gang. All right, then. Now, this is what I like. This is what I really like about Ethereum. Okay. So Ethereum has gone deep into the wick. All right. Look at that. Ethereum ended up deep in the wick. That's good news. But Bitcoin hasn't gone that deep. Could this be where Bitcoin is yet to drop further? So I think you guys are familiar with this, but I came across it not so long ago. All right. And it's, what's it called? It's Lunar Crush. And the only reason I'm looking at Lunar Crush is because it makes life easy for me. Look at this. This stuff here is easy. Gives you the altcoin dominance, Bitcoin dominance, and all the rest of this stuff right here I'm not really interested in. Okay. Well, you could see market volume is down. Okay. So that's proof right there where, you know, we're lacking liquidity in the marketplace. All right. But just these things here, Bitcoin dominance is down. Altcoin dominance is up, which tells me, all right, that if Ethereum can hold this range right here, okay, there's a good chance that Ethereum might actually continue to move higher. All right. Because I can see right here that there's more red candles to the downside and they're trying to mark up more longs than there are shorts. Now, it's ended up above its 50 EMA, ladies and gentlemen. Ended up above its 50 EMA and it's doing a good job of holding above it. All right. But again, until Ethereum can get above the 800 EMA. Now, if you look at the price difference itself, you've got 3799, let's say 3,800, and where the 800 EMA is, which is nearly 4,000. Okay, it's only $200 difference. That's not that much of a move in price, but when you look at the bigger picture of it all, on the chart itself, it looks quite far away, doesn't it? But it can be filled very soon. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is this: until Ether moves above 4K, until Bitcoin moves above the 800 EMA, which is price-wise above 50,000, do not consider any entries to the upside. Now, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just saying it from a trading point, from a technical perspective. All right. It's going to see resistance because it has done in the past, and it's done that aggressively. But remember, the game's psychological, guys. At this point right here, people were euphoric. People were getting excited. Ethereum to 10K, Bitcoin to 100K from the 800 EMA, because we were anticipating price to break that point for such a long time. And then when it went to it as fast as it could, those were the alarm bells, ladies and gentlemen. Look, when you look at price, and why am I talking about the past? Because the market maker's business model doesn't change, because human behavior doesn't change. Look at what they did at this 800 EMA, and if we go back, you'll see they did exactly the same thing at this 800 EMA. That's my point. You've got to be aware of what they did before in order to understand what they're likely to do next. Okay? Again, 800 EMA needs to be realized before we can start looking at longs. Now, guys, this is a short-term day trading strategy. Okay? It is a short-term day trading strategy. I'm only interested in what Bitcoin can do in the next hour, 2 hours, 4 hours tops. All right? I don't care about what it's going to do in the next 2-3 weeks. That's thinking too far ahead. That's just pure gambling. That's just hit and hope. All right? That's the hit and hope strategy. Not in the game for that. Bitcoin to 100K in 2 weeks. That's wild, man. That is anyone can say that. You know, doesn't make sense. You know how it is. Yeah, let me get a book map up. I'll get the book map up for you, ladies and gentlemen, while that's loading. Let's actually have a look at some altcoins and see which bad boys have been doing well up there. Here we go. So this is the altcoins boss list. If you go into the Discord, ladies and gentlemen, everything you need, guys, is in the description of the video. Or if you go to the website and you are new to the channel, you can download the indicators free of charge, ladies and gentlemen. Everything provided here is free of charge for you if you are new. So go to the Traders Reality website and follow the steps there. You can just see it says join the Discord, subscribe to the channel. Saying that, 1,200 of you in the room and only 374 of you actually like the stream. I thought you guys missed me, man. Come on, man. You know how it is, guys. Let's play the YouTube algorithm game. All right, then. Cool. So, whilst the book map is loading up, let's have a look at some winners today. So, we got Flux has done pretty well. Let's pull up Flux. I mean, look at that. Bang. And I've always said it, ladies and gentlemen. When you see coins making moves like this, all right? Pay close attention. Pay close attention to it. All right. Reason being is because, yes, it's moved away from the 50 EMA. All right. And you can see that we do, and we have recovered back the previous wick. Those of you who have actually followed me for a little while, we've anticipated them to come back to this wick in Flux. If you go back in the previous streams, you would see that and you'll understand why. Okay, because this is an imbalance in the chart. They need to bring it back into the fray right here. All right. Let me just clear that one. That should do. Happy days. All right. Let's have a look at ALBT. Look at these bad boy moves. This is what I want, guys. I've said it again. This is what you want to see. Take a screenshot of this image. This is what you want Bitcoin to do. This is when my bias, or should I say my favor to get involved in longs in Bitcoin, okay, is when price goes above the 800 EMA. The 50 and the 200 are ready to cross over. The 50's crossed over right here, as you can see. All right. This is what you want Bitcoin to be doing. And the way Bitcoin is right now, you shouldn't be looking at longs. All right. For the average player, you shouldn't be looking at longs. Okay. Look at this, man. Crazy movement to the upside right there, man. We've got 0.73. We've got the M5 pivot point, which could come into fruition depending on the strength of this move. Happy days there. I even know. Hi to you. Could you check out MATIC? I'll look at MATIC. Look at these coins, man. Harmony, man. These coins have been moving fast, coming up towards a previous pool of liquidity. That is mad. Okay, Engine coin. We've got nice moves. Like some altcoins are doing really well. Look at this. This is nice. About to see some big crossovers happening right here. There's a lot of activity in Engine coin. All right, you can see what they've done down here. Take the key whole and half numbers, and they've shifted away from the zone. We've got liquidity here ready for them to attack. ICP as well. See, 800 EMA again acting as a problem. Fast move up. Not sustainable. You want it to be like this, guys. You want it to be a nice, progressive, growing move. You don't want it to be too fast. It has to be slow and progressive, because that means the market maker's stepping in, adding orders, adding, and adding. The faster he places an order, the more inclined he is to go the opposite direction. Why? Because he would have induced enough liquidity in this area to trap traders so that he can get his shorts realized in the opposite direction and make a return on them. You see? That's how it works. You know? What's this guy talking about? USDT, man. Here we go. Big W formation on Chainlink. Looks promising. Wait for a retrace as it's just gone above the 800 EMA. You can see right there. Nice pattern play. Clear as day. Rise up. Now we're waiting for the retrace. That's what we're waiting for. The retrace for them to come back up into last week's high if it has the ability to do so. You know? Who wants me to do MATIC? Let me just get MATIC up again. I have got no patience for it. I'm not going to have a watch list anymore, guys. It's stupid. Why have a watch list when you still have to search for it? Stupid. Okay, MATIC. Right. A lot of, well, big consolidation, man. Big consolidation. They're holding this coin. All right, so when you've got, given that the altcoin dominance is much more right now, and Bitcoin's dropping, when MATIC decides to move, it's going to move. All right, we've got two pools of liquidity right here, so there's a good chance that we could see higher prices with MATIC very soon. Okay, big movement with MATIC if it does decide to break from this range. Because look, the moving averages, look how flat that is. It's dead. No activity. It's just spiky behavior. Like I said, do not trade these sort of times. All right, wait until at least the 10th. Let them absorb all the information. Let all the traders come back to their desks. Let all business go back to usual. All right, then step into the game. Because if you don't have the discipline to wait until maximum liquidity is hitting the charts and we are, you know, back to normal, then you ain't going to be patient to wait for the high probability trades. You're just going to be the trader that trades with marginal positions. All right. And you're always going to be that trader that says, I make profit, but I always end up giving it back. Well, you don't ever give back profit if you're making high probability trades, because the money that you make on a high probability trade, all right, you're going to close it because it's going to be a stack. And then you're going to want to repeat that process over and over again and never put yourself in a marginal situation. See, that's the thing. When you're placing marginal trades, you're always holding those trades longer. Whereas if you're opening high probability trades, you don't have to be in the trade too long for you to realize a return. That's why I say to you, from a day trading perspective, if your position hasn't obtained a profit within 2 hours of placing it, close it. That's the golden rule. If your trade hasn't realized a profit within 2 hours of placing it, close the trade, start again. Because it's not about trying to keep your liquidity exposed to the market maker. That's not what it's about. Because your liquidity won't stand 5 minutes, but the market makers will. Remember that. He can be irrational, you can't. That's the basis of it. You know? What else we got here? Link. People want me to look at Link. Let me change this, man. Yeah, this altcoins watch list is shared in the Discord, guys. If you want access to it, Link. Look, guys, everything seems to be doing the same thing. Okay, everything seems to be doing the same thing. They're holding right now. Link. I mean, no, not Loopring. Where is actually Luna? That's what I want to look at. Luna. Look at Luna. This beast. This absolute beast of a coin. All right. If it can hold this range right here, ladies and gentlemen, all right, it's going to break out again. Because if you look at the pattern formation itself, you can see that we've got, from a peak formation here, we've got the rise. It could be just one massive pattern as well. You've got rise, retrace, continuation. Now, it may take a little while for it to get to that sort of situation, okay? But it seems to be that between Luna and Bitcoin, It's like when Bitcoin's dropping, Luna's moving. All right? Trying to understand the disparity between the two. Milos, okay. on HNT 1 hour. Market maker on HNT 1 hour. HNT, what are you talking about, bro? What you got for me? Market makers. Yes, good lad. Yes, market makers are present right now. Look at them getting ready to attack that liquidity right there. But it's a blue vector candle for us to really solidify that this is going to be a market maker setup. All right. We've got 1, 2. This would be the third hit. Okay. If it doesn't finish in the next minute and a half. All right. So next 2 minutes. If this candle doesn't finish green in the next 2 minutes, it could be a setup to drop. All right, because you can see they've come back and recovered this area right here. They are now recovering this previous wick in the zone right here. So right now people are getting into HNT. They're buying it. There you go. There's the green vector. So we now know the market maker is present. He's working the range on this coin because he does it in threes. He goes 1, 1, and then where is it? Here you go. 1, 2, and 3 hits. All right. The next candle after this is going to determine if this move is just another trap to the upside. So if the candlestick after this hour candle right here trades, spikes up and down, okay, it would need to finish above this candlestick for us to confirm that it's likely to continue higher. And if it does continue higher, it's going to tap this previous liquidity right here, all right, which is in the wick. So you've got to be very cautious with that, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Be very cautious. All right, what else have you got? So, Milos, you're saying, if you're about to sit down and trade now, what do you look for when using short-term day trading strategies? Milos, I'm going to tell you what you don't want to hear. I wouldn't sit down and trade right now. Why would you want to trade right now? What do you want? If you want marginal plays, be my guest, bro. But it's about being, you know, exposed. You're putting down your capital, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about being in a trade for the sake of being in a trade. What's the point? You're just going to give your money away. Be charitable. Go and donate it somewhere. Don't donate to the market maker. This indicator is free of charge, Andre. The indicator is free of charge, guys. If you are new, download it at the top, pinned to the top of the chat. Download it. It's access to the website. You can download it free of charge. There's a playlist in the channel which tells you how to understand using this indicator. But my advice to you, ladies and gentlemen, is once you've downloaded the indicator, go and watch the last week's previous streams because you'll see the actual indicator in action so you can understand how to utilize it. Here you go. Look what I just said. Look at this. Look what's happened now. So many people went in on this candlestick right now. They've gone long on this candle, all right? Which is why we always wait for the close of the confirmation candle after the vector. Because right now, Greg, I know you're paying attention to this bad boy, but this is potentially where the FTD comes into play. Drop onto the lower time frames and you'll start to understand what I'm talking about. So 5-minute time frame, we are waiting for the FTD to play. I can't say what the FTD means. Excuse me. But anyone that knows can put it in the comments right now and explain what FTD is. FTD. Okay, Vanessa, listen. The M levels, okay, I'm going to explain the M levels for you. All right? The M levels themselves, as you can see, you've got M3 here. I'm going to bring it on the higher time frame. Right, you've got, where is it? M1, M2, M3 right there. Then you've got M4 and then you've got M5. In trading, there is a thing called the standard pivot points. All right, let me show you. Let me just do this. Just so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Where is it? Break this chart here. Bring on to the hourly. Job done. Right. check this out, guys. I'm going to explain what the pivot points are right now. Access panel. And that should bring me... here you go. Okay. Can you see this? Can you see the standard pivot points? All right. This is MT4. All right. We see, which is where the actual software itself runs smoothly. Great. Works great on TradingView as well. But MT4 itself, you can download it. It's free of charge. Everything you need in the description of the video and on the website. Happy days. Anyways, you can see there's DR1, daily resistance 1, monthly resistance 2, pivot point. All right. You got monthly support 1, daily support 1. And you've got monthly resistance. There you go. Monthly resistance 1 there. Okay. These are the standard pivots. Okay. For Bitcoin at this point in time. All right. The M pivots are the median of each of these zones. All right. So it's the median of each of the standard pivot points. All right. So the principle says that if Bitcoin on here, if it can hold above the M2 pivot point, if it shows support in the same session of the M2, it implies that the M4 projection is going to come into play. And you can see what's happened. Since the session open over here, they came down and tested the M2 pivot. Once a pivot has been confirmed, you take the confluences such as the 50 EMA, notable candlesticks, all right, pattern development, coming away from the zone within psychological ranges, shift out of the zone. You're expecting the M4 projection zone to be taken. Happy days. Because at that point, it would have been at a monthly support, okay, or a daily support. And you would expect it to travel up to the next point of resistance or support. And you would travel between the distances of the M pivots. That's what the M pivots are about. It's taking advantage of the medians between the standard support and resistance points in any asset that you have it attached to. I hope that helps you. Yeah? Yeah, I know it's HNT, mate, but it's all the same thing. If I change it to Bitcoin, it's going to be exactly the same, bro. So don't worry about that. Yeah? So Bitcoin, right now, it's trying to test the M2 pivot. So from this session till tomorrow night session, all right, if the M2 pivot can hold, the principle would say that Bitcoin should end up at the M4 projection zone. All right. If it goes down to the M1 pivot and holds, then we'll likely see the M3 pivot zone. That's the basis of it. Okay. Cool, cool. I'm just demonstrating the M pivots, man. Doesn't matter what coin I'm talking about it on. Okay. Cool. All right, then. What else? I need to actually have a look at XRP. I've got a couple of guys that want to know the XRP game. XRP's been doing okay. You can see it's formed a nice pattern right here. All right. But like I said to you guys, until next week comes into play, all right, then I'm not really interested in taking any trades until next week starts fully. Once we go back into the swing of things, you know, I'll be streaming, I'll be doing all my videos and what have you. But if you want marginal trades, then this is the best time to be taking them, you know, marginal trades. But what are you in this game for? You know, just marginal trades and setting yourself up to be frustrated all the time. Don't start the year off like that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't start the year off hyped to trade for the sake of trading. Okay? This game is about taking your money and giving it to the market maker, lining his pockets. The idea is to follow him when he's taking other people's money. And that is, unfortunately, the harsh truth of trading, ladies and gentlemen. That is the truth. If that doesn't sit right with your mind, do not trade, ladies and gentlemen, because you are taking someone else's liquidity. That's the truth. I'm in it for the letters. How long does the pivot need to hold to justify it's going to the next pivot point? Same session, David. Okay? The M2 pivot right here, as you can see on XRP, principally, it said here, look, it respected it. Look what happened. M2 pivot confirmed right here. So at the start of today, ladies and gentlemen, when the market opened today, for example, all right, when the session turned in Asia last night, all right, the M2 pivot itself showed support. All right. So it moved to the M4 pivot point. Look what it did. It respected it and pulled straight back. The idea is to be able to catch the confluence of the M2 pivot or the M3, because the idea is this: M2 equals M4, M3 equals M5. Okay. Principally, if in the same session it goes to the M4, okay, you're likely to see it show support at the M2. Okay. A continuation would see M4 down to M3 and bounce from M3 to M5. So that's what you would be seeing. So here we go. M2, price comes up, hits M4, pulls back down, holds M3, breaks out, goes up to M5. That is the principle behind the M pivot points. Because when it holds M2 pivot, it goes and hits the projected M4 zone, which is double the distance from M2 to M3. Okay? Then when it goes up to M4 and pulls back, if it's going to continue to M5 pivot point, okay, so you can get a full day's range of trading, all right, it would hold at the M3 pivot and then bounce from that point. If it rejects the M3, you know that you're looking for the M2 as an ultimate support. And if it breaks M2, you'll know that the M3 pivot down to M1 is going to come into fruition as well. So forgive me if that has just thrown you guys off, but I'm going to be talking about this in a video for you guys for the channel across the board anyways. All right? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yes, yeah, literally just explained that. Yeah. Galimera, man, how you doing? Let's have a look at Algo. Oh my goodness, man. Okay. Yeah. Right, Algo. Mike, I ain't calling you a fool, bro. I'm talking about actually arranging the transition, because that was hard. Okay, cool. Algo. Yeah, M formation right here with Algo. Again, look, this is concerning. I don't like this. All right. When it moves fast out of a range, okay? That's what I don't like. Too much of a fast move out, consolidate. Again, big moves up, not breaking any clear ground, setting up for drop. That's what I'm expecting it to do with Algo, because it has actually moved quite well away from this range. It's done a good job to move away from that point. But we also have this bad boy right here. Can you see it? Look at this. Look at that wick. They're working their way. I've done this a long time ago. Drew this projection out. We're expecting Algo to come back up and recover this wick. Go back in the charts, ladies and gentlemen. Pull up any coin, right? Any coin, right? And look at it on the daily to determine if there is a massive wick. And I promise you, you're going to see it recover it. So let's just pull up, for example, 1 inch. Okay. Is 1 inch going to show it? Let me just pull up the daily on 1 inch. Yeah, we've got one wick right here. So there's one wick right there. No, 1 inch RV. It's not RV. No, don't want RV. ABLT. No. No. Algo. I'm not looking at that. Alice. Here we go. Look at this. Here we go. Remember Alice? Right. So, look at this wick. Alice, when it got listed, $60 and then dropped. All right? But look what's gone on. Made one attempt, recovered this wick. Another attempt, starting to work that wick. So, if Alice can hold this range and move away, it's likely to come back up and recover this area here. All right? AMP, no, there was another coin. I look at, oh man. Ava, is it Ava? No. What coin was it? Axis? No, not Axis. Beta, is it? No, not BNB. No, I don't even know. Can't even find the coin. How depressing is that? Well, here you go. There's a principal one right there. got listed, $2.99, well, $3, came all the way down and then worked its way all the way back up. What I'm trying to say to you guys is try and find coins that have actually just been recently listed and pay attention to them. Okay? Just keep an eye out on the wick. I know there was... where is it? Here's one for you. VPAD. Let's have a look. That should be interesting. I mean, look at that. $1,500. Where is it? There it is. Like, yeah, $1,500 VPAD. Okay? It's now trading at $2, right? Look, this has got a long time before anything can happen to it, okay? Just look at it, okay? Not that much liquidity coming into it, all right? But the principle is there. It's going to recover majority of this wick. It's going to recover it. How soon is a different story, but they always recover the wicks. They always recover them. You know? That's how it is. Aave. Okay, let's have a look at Aave. Has that got one? Well, we got a big gap right there. And we got one here as well for Aave. Look, you got that gap right there. So that could be a possibility. In the zone right there, potential. So the first wick, you know. So give me a quick thought on Ethereum in the next hour. Need to know if I should bounce out of this trade. I can't tell you that, bro. I can't tell you to get in or out of a trade. If you're having to, and listen, bro, this is straight talk now, yeah? I'll be straight with you. If you're having to try and work out what to do next, you didn't know what you were going to do in the first place. And that's important when you're trading, bro. You need to know what you're going to do in your trade, because the only thing that you can control is how much money you're prepared to lose. Put yourself in a situation where you say, hold on a second, I don't know what I'm going to do next with this current trade. If I close it, will I know what to do next? If I don't close it, I'll still not know what to do. So you've answered your question. You know? That's the thing. Cool. All right then. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, later on, well, in the next 45 minutes, I'm going to be revealing the psychological levels for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and BNB in the community post. Okay? Now, those psychological levels are important. All right? I do them every Sunday, but I can't stream too long because I get dizzy. All right? I'm still recovering from the good old virus. So I've just got to... I'm in day 4 into it now. So I need to get myself rested, because this week, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get back into the swing of things. Going to be streaming twice a day again, starting from Tuesday. Going to do the New York session, 2 p.m. I love those New York sessions. And then we'd be doing the evening sessions as well. So if you are new to the channel, guys, be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell. I've been told to say that, so that you get notified that I'm going live. All right? Make sure you like the stream. Oh, my days. It wouldn't be a Trader's Reality stream if I didn't have a boomer moment, man. Come on, man. Cut me some slack. I've been out the game for a week or so. Not out of choice. Oh, man. I had so much planned as well, man. I wanted to do some gaming. You know, I wanted to do some Call of Duty where I lose my mind and get angry on there. That's what I do, guys. So if you follow me on Twitch... You know, I sometimes, like, it's been a while, but I get on Call of Duty and I literally lose my mind. I start going crazy on there and I really get angry. So if you want to hear me lose my mind, follow me on Twitch, and I'm going to start getting on some Twitch gaming. Do that with Mike, Mr. Mike Dutch. He has to be in the background and host it, because I lose my mind. I really do. I just lose it. I get angry at players, man. I really get angry. And I can't swear on YouTube. It's not right. You know, but on Twitch, I can just lose it on there, man. I think it's great. Wicked, wicked. All right, listen, guys. Mad love and respect. And listen, I apologize for not streaming over the Christmas period. But I'm back in the game, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Make sure you join the Discord. All right. Because we'll take the conversation over there in the next half an hour or so. Okay. And just welcome to the family, guys. And I wish everyone a happy new year. But guys, remember, wait until next week. You might not like the idea of that, but that's if you want to be marginal traders. Be my guest. You want high probability entries, you want your money to be put down, and you want to see a return to it, wait till the money comes into the charts. All right? Mad love and respect to every single one of you. Everything you need is in the description of the videos, guys. All my Twitch details and Instagram, it's all there for you. All right? So, mad love and respect to all of you guys, and I will be speaking to you all tomorrow. All right? Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful evening. Peace.